Right now, when we're just looking at SPX gamma generally, normally we would see a lot of these like really big pin bars. So right now you can see that we only have a really strong pin bar down at the 6,500.
What expiry is this looking at? Is this all?
Yeah, this is for all expiries.
Okay.
So it's not looking at any specific date right now. And so, but overall, you still have that balance point up at the 6,700. So a lot of people would still say that your strongest kind of move is potentially into that 6,700. But for right now, we are in negative gamma because we're in that red area. And we do have these like red pin bar, like stronger red pin bars above us. So we do have a lot of resistance trying to move up into that positive gamma territory where you start to see the green pin bars. But the largest pin bar you can see is all the way down at the 6,500. So it does tell us that institutions are still heavily positioned with hedges. How much of that is like a strong directional opinion that they're just like long puts? And then how much of that is some kind of structured trade like a calendar or diagonal or something down below just to kind of cushion a blow to the rest of their portfolios? You need to do deeper analysis on every single expiration and, look at that. But we don't have time necessarily to do that today. Okay. So,
but that looks like gamma is bearish. So gamma is pointing bearishly in your opinion, right?
Yeah. So then what I try to do is then break down individual dates and then try to kind of triangulate. So this kind of chart is what we were seeing for last week, Wednesday, and for last week's Friday. And so we did set up some hedge side positions that performed really well for us. But then as you saw, because of the NVIDIA earnings, there was that strong gap up before the massive flush. So had we actually just set up one position for the whole week, we probably would have on the Thursday, we might have actually said, oh no, wait, things look really good. And then close the hedge for maybe a minimal loss or a minimal return. But by actually having seen the structure of gamma for specifically the Wednesday and specifically the Friday, we actually were able to get into two very specific trades for those expiration dates to really be able to precisely focus